going back to the analogy of the plant, you have to remove something in order to gain something, or you have to remove the toxins before you can actually put it in nutrition. Then the next thing that people ask me is, how do I decide what to remove first, right? And so this is, majority of the time I would say people, the patients in our clinic, the easiest thing, I like to tell people to go for the low hanging fruits. What's the easiest thing to remove, right? And so I can tell you, emotional is the hardest thing to remove. So let's just save that for later, okay? That's the hardest thing to remove, um, because that's the hardest thing to change up here. So what's next? Usually physical is easiest to change. The physical stress, right? So not enough exercise or too much exercise. So if you're not getting enough exercise, then you want to introduce some type of exercise. It can just be walking. When we say exercise, people think of, oh, I gotta go to CrossFit, I gotta go to Orange Theory, and I gotta, burn an hour. No, 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 no. Exercise is, there's different types of exercise, right? You could just go walking, but just do it continuous for 30 minutes and do it every day. Just doing that is exercise, right? You can use your own body weight, do some squats, jumping jacks, whatever. It doesn't have to be hitting a gym. And especially with COVID right now, I know the gyms are open, but some people are still scared of going into the gym. It's okay. You got something called the outdoors, right? You can go outside, it's free. That's if you don't have enough exercise. Now, if you have too much exercise generates a lot of inflammation. So you definitely need to reduce that inflammation by just reducing your exercise. You don't have to stop, just reduce it, right? So that's usually the easiest thing for someone to reduce, change, or remove, right? And then the next thing is chemical. And that's usually what people come to us for, is the chemical part. The chemical part is what you put in your mouth. The first thing, again, you have to remove the toxins that are in your body, not just in your intestines. Because a lot of people, when you start having the toxins in your gut and it starts seeping out of your gut, which we now know is called leaky gut, and that goes into your bloodstream, and your bloodstream goes everywhere. So that means toxins can accumulate everywhere. But where they tend to accumulate is in your gut and also actually in your lower extremities, especially if you have a sedentary job. We see a lot of people who have something called pitted edema, which is basically just water is just going down to your feet and it ain't coming back up, right? And you can push on your shin and you'll leave a big thumbprint.